Assalamualaikum and welcome back to my channel. Hi, if you are new, my name is Arina, and if you are coming back, I hope you all are doing well at home. So in today's video, I'll be swatching lip tint from the brand Holika Holika. It's their Heart Crush Glow Tint Air Lip Tint, and they did kindly send PR package to me, which is in this cute acrylic box and all the 11 shades inside. If you're interested to know my thoughts and also my review on these products, just keep on watching. Okay, before we start off with the swatching, I am going to talk about the packaging. It comes in this beautiful box, plastic box, and it correlates to the actual color from the lip tints, and it also has a see-through window at the front where you can see the actual component and the beautiful holographic label at the front. Also, the details is written on the plastic box, and it says here Heart Crush Glow Tint Air, which is air light glow texture, stains lips with brilliant high shine color. This collection comes in 11 shades in total, and the color ranges from reds, plums, orange, and there's one nude shade. And also this lip tint comes in a doe foot, rounded doe foot applicator that is not flexible, a solid doe foot applicator, and also it has an artificial strawberry scent. It lingers for quite some time, but thankfully it doesn't have any chemical taste. And the actual component is very lovely with the Holika Holika logo at the cap, and it has this beautiful lovely heart shape from top to bottom, and it has a soft touch frosted plastic packaging where you can see the actual lip tint color from the tube. So the label and the shade name is on the side here. There's no confusion when you pick any color. You can directly see the shades at the side. And also I really appreciate that all the packaging or the tube corresponds to the lip tint color. So when you want to pick any lip tint, you don't have to swatch it if you just want to know what the color is. I think that is the case with most of the brands nowadays. They actually package their product according to the color of lip product itself. Okay, the first color is the color that I'm wearing right now, which is called Winsome, and this is a beautiful strawberry red shade. I did follow the instruction where I apply on the center and I kind of blotted it outwards, and it gives a beautiful like an ombre lip look. And also I did took the doe foot applicator and applied it around my lip outer perimeters, and it gives me a full pigmentation as you can see from the swatch, and it depends on what your preference is. I also did blot this lip with a cotton pad, and it did stain my lips as you can see right now. And the product did state that this product will give you a high shine look, but from what I can tell, when initially I applied it, it does give it a shine effect. Once I blot it, the shine kind of fades away. It gives you a natural kind of shine, not too wet or not too dry either. I'm gonna give you some close-up look. This is what the lips will look like after you blot it. It's not too shiny and there's no transfer at all. Okay, the next shade is called Wake. Okay, this shade is not as intense as the first shade, which is called Winsome. And I'm just gonna take the doe foot and fill in the rest of my lips. This is the second shade, which is called Wake. As you can see, it is not as pigmented as the shade Winsome, which is nice, and I know some of you prefer this kind of pigmentation. Okay, I did blotted it, and as you can tell, it does leave stains, but some of this lip stain will stain your lip intensely, and some of it will not leave any stain at all. And the shades that will not leave stains are the like more nude and more like toned down shades. So the next shade is called Bubbly. So this is the shade Bubbly with an ombre look. I'm now gonna fill them in. Okay, this is a beautiful toned down pink shade that is not too intense and a wearable shade for a medium skin tone, and it's more on the cooler side. It's not a warm pink. And this is again in the shade Bubbly. Some of the shades you can build it up to 2 layers and it does build up, and some of the shades, I think one of it doesn't increase the intensity even if you layer them up. Okay, the next shade is called Oh. Kind of from the tube, it looks like a fiery orange shade. This is what this color looks like, ombre, and I'm gonna fill my lips. Okay, this is what the shade Oh looks on my lips. Okay, as you can see, it is shiny when you initially applied it. Naturally, the shine will go away, like if I blot it. As you can tell, you can easily bump the shine away with just blotting it. The next shade is called Bay. From the component, it looks like a beautiful coral shade. So this is what the shade looks like, ombre. And this is the shade Bay with full lips. It's a very beautiful toned down peachy shade. The next shade is called Lala, and it's kind of like, looks like a magenta shade. Okay, this is the shade Lala ombre looked, and I think this is my favorite so far. And to be honest, from the tube, if I see this color on the stand, I don't think I will pick this one up. I will naturally go for the more natural and toned down shade. But surprisingly, when I applied on the lips, this color looks so pretty with an ombre look. Let's try apply it full lips. Even with full pigmentation on the lips, it doesn't look as like intense or as carried as I thought it will be, because from the tube it looks very deep, like deep magenta shade. But yeah, this color is actually so wearable, especially for my skin tone. The next shade is called Hush. From the cap, it looks like a beautiful cinnamon shade. Okay, this is the shade Hush with an ombre effect. It's a really beautiful shade, and this is the type of shade that I will gravitate towards. Okay, this is the shade Hush with full pigmentation on my lips, and it's actually one of my favorite as well. Okay, the next shade is called Cuddly, and this is the type of shade that I will naturally go for. Okay, this is a very light brown shade, and I think if I fill in my lips with this color, it doesn't look intense. And this is the shade Cuddly. It looks very subtle and toned down, and I think it doesn't leave a stain at all on the lips. The shade Cuddly will naturally blend with my lip color because of the very light pigmentation. Okay, the next shade is called Calmly. It's an orangey shade. Okay, the shade Calmly looks like a beautiful tangerine shade. I'm sorry if you hear noises because my neighbors are drilling something, and I'm gonna fill this in. Okay, this is the shade Calmly. Doesn't look as intense as the cap. The next shade is called Brink. This is the shade Brink. It's like a beautiful, kind of like a light strawberry shade, almost similar to the first shade, which is called Winsome. But Winsome is a bit more intense than the shade Brink. I'm gonna fill in my lips. Okay, this is the shade Brink. The last shade is called Drippin. It looks like a deep plum shade, and I want to compare it with the shade Lala. The shade Lala looks like a bright magenta shade, whereas this one from the cat looks more deep. And let's swatch it on the lips. Yeah, definitely a deep plum shade. Okay, this is what with ombre lips. I love this shade as well. Okay, this is what the shade looks like feel in my lips. I love this shade as well with a very bold eyeliner look. It will look very pretty. Let's jump into the review. By the way, I still have the shade Drippin on my lips, and I did eat some nasi lemak or coconut rice with sambal or flavored chili paste. I don't know what you call it in English, but it's an oily food, and the stain still holds up on my lips, as you can tell here. I don't really smell the artificial strawberry scent anymore, so the scent will dissipate eventually. All of the shades will stain your lips except for 2 shades, and one of it is in the shade Cuddly, which is the light brown shade. And I think this lip tint is suitable for those who have dull lips, which I myself struggles with dull lips or like unhealthy looking lips, uneven lip tone, and these lip tints come in handy because they stayed on the lips for quite some time. And I did swatch it on my palm, and it does last the whole day. Even though I wash the dishes, I wash my hand with soaps, it still holds up the color or the stains. The texture feels very lightweight, and also it is non-sticky and very comfortable, especially after you blot it. And if you're interested in getting any of the shades from the Holika Holika Heart Crush Glow Tint Air, you can get it from ohnana.com.my, and also the Holika Holika official Shopee shop and also Lazada store. I will link everything in the description box below if you want to get it. And thank you again, Holika Holika team, for sending this PR package to me to try them out and also review it for you guys. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I appreciate if you can subscribe, because I do a lot of makeup tutorial reviews, lip swatches, and also hauls. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I hope I see you guys in my next one. Bye. Assalamualaikum.